Please tell us your name.
My name is Adebare Abraham.
ABOLAJI Abraham. What class will you be taking today?
I'll be taking SS2 class.
Your questions.
Oh, okay. What is your subject? What is your topic?
I'm taking chemistry and I'm taking gas test. Gas test.
Gas
Test, yes.
Gas test.
Yes, sir.
I hope it's not the kind of gas I'm thinking of.
I didn't get that, sir.
I hope it's not the kind of gas I'm thinking of. You best ask the question.
No, it's just the oxygen gas. That's the most friendly gas.
What year?
SS2 class.
SS2.
Yes, ma'am.
And what are your objectives for this
Okay,
lesson?
basically it's just to test the gas, because if a gas can be as important as oxygen, if I see, I should be able to identify it. So I want to show us how to test it, because even this gas does not have a color, does not have a particular odor. So how do I test it?
Thank you.
If you turn around and press repeat, that will give you 5 minutes. That blue button that says repeat, it will give you 5 minutes.
Okay,
and that's
sir.
your time.
All right, sir.
All the best.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, it might interest you to know that the cooking gas at home is comprising two gases, propane gas and butane gas. The two gases are colorless as well as odorless. So then, why is it that when we have a leakage of gas at home, we can smell it? That should be a very good question we have to reason about. Okay, the answer to the question is not perfect. It's because industrialists, they may think that we should add something to the gas that will make it, give us an impression that something is happening and we can get safety. So a smell has been added to the mixture of propane gas and butane gas to make it produce a particular smell that will help us get safety. So now, and that applies to every other gas like that. They are colorless and odorless. So how do we know that this is this gas? How do we differentiate one gas from the other? And that's the reason why I'll be running a test on oxygen gas this afternoon. And that's a very quick one. It's in two stages, the preparation part and the test part. But that part of preparation is quite dangerous to the environment, and I don't want to put my learners under an unfavorable condition. So that's the more reason why I've kept that part aside, though it has been filmed, but I wouldn't want to go into that, because the business of the day is to show us how to identify oxygen gas when we see it. And for us to do that, we need simple equipment. From the first part we have done, I have this as a product, which has been kept in a tea bag, normal tea bag. So just the content of the tea bag, as simple as this is going to look. So I just fill my test tube with the content here. This is hydrogen peroxide. You can get it everywhere. It is sold in the pharmacy, just to show that oxygen gas is something that we are familiar with and is around us. Okay, so I fill this to this point. So I don't have to expose my oxygen gas, so I can get it well tested for. So on that note, then I push this into this place gradually. So then before that, I need to get my matchbox so that I can get the flame. So let's just observe. What I have here now is a flame. When I keep it for so long, it forms a spindle, and that gives us a glowing pattern. Then I produce my gas, bring this in contact, I go again, so we can get that coming up.
Your hand's covering, you know.
Yes, it's covering, okay. Sorry about that, sir. Okay, so but from the point we saw the other time, the flame was coming up again. The essence is that oxygen gas supports burning, and it can bring up the gas once more. Maybe I should just give it another try. But I saw it. Okay, so I said from the flame, we'll go to the spindle. Yeah, so it's coming up again. So we call this rekindling. Again, rekindling. So the rekindling process implies that oxygen supports burning. But when I blow out the flame, it's at the point of going off. So the oxygen gives life back to the flame by rekindling it. And that same thing happens in the body, because oxygen gas helps with the burning process. When I eat food, I don't get energy until the food has been broken down. So, and that's cost of oxygen. So oxygen gas is just a gas. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a particular odor, but we can test for it by bringing a splinter close to it. It's like a dying flame. So oxygen gives life back to it, the same way oxygen gives life to us. Now, as a teacher, I don't only teach my students what to know, I also teach them how to recall what I've taught them. So on that note, if I'm asked what gas rekindles a glowing splinter, I tell myself, okay, if I'm at the point of death and someone gives me oxygen to survive, I must give the person several hugs, but not spelling it the same way we spell that now. I just go with what? ORGS, meaning that what? Oxygen rekindles glowing splinter. And I hope that can help us to recall that at every point in time. Now, lastly, another gas can do the same thing as oxygen gas by rekindling the glowing splinter. That is laughing gas. But trust me, laughing gas has a smell because you can't just laugh if you don't get a pleasant smell. So laughing gas has a pleasant smell, but oxygen gas is what? Odorless, and that makes a difference. And the formula for laughing gas is just for us to recall N2O. We call it nitrous oxide. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Just as our time is ending, please.
Let me start from the point that this is an excellent presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
You are giving us a very simple experiment,
Thank you, sir.
which anybody who has never been to a chemistry class can flow with, because we all use what you have brought to the class.
Yes, sir.
Then you dress well. I'm so impressed with
Thank
these
you,
laboratory coats.
Thank you so much,
You are
sir.
smart.
Thank you, sir.
You have added value to yourself. You have done a lot of research.
Thank you so much,
And
sir.
it has shown in your presentation. You use your questions very well.
Thank you so
You
much,
brought
sir.
in your box,
Personal material.
your magic box.
Yes, sir.
But we can't see through. It would have been better if we would see
Yes,
what
it's-
that magic was. Maybe you use
Something transparent.
something transparent next time.
All right, thank you, sir.
Then I noticed that you communicated very well.
Thank you so much,
You
sir.
used very simple, correct English, even though you are rushing.
Yes.
For these children in SS2, okay, they are very senior students.
Yeah.
They should be used to you now.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Then the content was simple and short
Thank you, sir.
to fix into the time. You even gain time. You gain time so much.
Thank you, sir.
You save time. Then you are creative. I give that to you.
Thank you so much,
Time
sir.
management was okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Very okay.
Thank you, sir.
And then you achieved your objective. So what else are we looking for, sir?
I wonder.
I think ABOLAJI,
Okay, let's just go home.
ABOLAJI has delivered. So, but you thank us, sir, ma'am. We are not here. You are supposed to thank your class for
class.
listening to you.
My
Those
God.
children you have taught.
My bad.
Are you with me?
Yes, I get that, sir.
Those are these children in your class are not supposed to attract sir, ma'am from you.
That is true.
Please bear that in mind.
That is true.
Then I noticed that as we are using this,
Okay.
the thing reduced in size,
Yes.
and you kept it that means you are at the width of your
I
end,
need to work
at
on
your
the
width
usage.
end. You don't know what to redeem what has been done.
I need
Done
to-
wrong on the board.
I need to work on the usage, sir.
So when it was a big spread, then the thing at the
true.
wrong touch, the thing came back and squeezed, and you left it as such. So
I have to
that's not supposed to be.
I'm going to work.
Give us then
That's,
So what was that last point, Prof? What squeezed?
as it was the
Size.
date, the subject.
Oh, okay. Got you,
Were
got you.
a spread. But later the thing squeezed because you touched something wrongly,
Yes.
or you over drew it.
The line.
Then you didn't return it back to where it anyway to save
I
time.
was just
really
trying to
saved time.
be, yes, on the side of time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Prof. Over to you, Doc.
Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
You prepared
Yes, ma'am.
and you showed it.
Yes,
There
ma'am.
was confidence,
Yes, ma'am.
and you did what you had to do in the space of time you had.
Yes, ma'am.
You used the smart board.
Thank you, ma'am.
You taught audibly. You
Yes.
engaged your class.
Yes,
But I noticed you were saying, put this into this place. Put
Okay.
this, no, call them by name.
Name, yeah.
You know, so that everybody could understand.
Understand what's going
Is
on.
this a Bunsen burner? Is this a match?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
this? And then when you struck the matchstick, you just put it on the table. You have to be very careful.
Blow it off, yeah,
Yes,
safety
that
precaution.
it has to be blown off.
Safety precaution.
You did very well.
Thank you.
You achieved your goal,
Thank you.
and you look smashed.
Thank you so
You
much.
look
ma'am.
smashing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well
Thank you.
done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Doctor. ABOLAJI,
Yes, sir.
thank you very much. I like your emphasis on safety. You spoke about a number of things, a number of ways in which they had to be safe.
Yes.
You mentioned why can we smell? I like this is how you started. You started with cooking gas
Yes, sir.
that most of us have in our house. Yeah, and then you went into the safety elements of it. Why can we smell it? Because you did say both propane and butane, which are the common ones, are odorless. Okay, but why can we smell it? Because they put some chemical in to make sure we can smell it in case it's escaping. So you explained that part very well. So kudos to you for doing that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I like that you use the mnemonic, ORGS. I'm not too sure how you derived it, hugs, orgs, I'm not too sure. But keep using things like that, aid memoirs, they really help both in terms of learning and both in terms of recall. And when we still live in an exam-enabled environment, so we have to pay attention to that as well.
Thank you,
because that's often the way we know if teachers are doing well or not. Most people still judge them by the results they get. So we have to play that game, if that be it, and you're doing that well by bringing in that mnemonic. So in terms of things you could look out for, keywords.
Okay, sir.
So I'll say keywords. Quite a number of people are not writing down keywords. So you mentioned Kindle, rekindling, spindle. I think that was the thing you put that.
Yeah.
Was that a cloth-like thing, or was it like cotton wool?
That should be splinter, actually.
Splinter, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
splinter.
actually, you did say.
Splinter.
Okay. But then you mentioned propane, butane. None of these words appeared on the board. And you see, some of these words might be the words they need to complete a sentence in to get the marks. But if they haven't seen it on the board, and you have to make a big play of words like this, and this is how we spell it, and this is where it's derived from, sometimes from Greek, from Latin, from, you have to make a big play on words in terms of keywords.
Okay, sir.
The other thing to bear in mind, so keywords, I still think there was a tad too much telling. And the way you try and move away from telling too much, you've got the knowledge.
Yes, sir.
You want to share that knowledge.
Yes, sir.
You can't just always pass it along by telling. You sometimes have to ask questions. And that's how you make it more student-centered.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you seem to have improved seriously from what we saw during the auditioning.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you put up a very good appearance during the auditioning, and it was good. I thought we were going to see Kate again.
No, Kate.
Kate will be for. I think Mr. Pesson can still remember.
Kate will be for another day.
Oh, but this time around, what we got was ORGS, which is quite.
Thank you, sir.
The judges seem pleased with what you have done, and I think you can work on those observations
Yes,
that
sir.
have been made. It's going to get a little tougher as you move, up the ladder, and I hope that you also step up your game.
Yes, sir.
But all in all, this is a very good presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
And you can keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
I wish you all the best.
Thank